Hey guys, how you going? It's Hot Alpha Female here, and in today's topic, we're going to talk about this whole theory that there are no available men out there, like good quality available men. You know, as women, we probably hear the term like, all the good men are taken, or he's really sweet, he's just a gentleman, but he's gay, and we have like all these excuses as to what makes it a guy undateable, basically. And of course, obviously, you can't really date a married man, or you can't date a gay guy, and so we're kind of like, where are all the straight available good quality men? And what I kind of want to challenge in this video in under 4 minutes is that it's not that they're not good quality available men out there. It's my belief that they're absolutely out there and they're looking for a girl like you. It's that you have all these expectations and all these past hurts that you haven't been able to get over that are preventing you from being able to attract a kind of guy like that into your life. Now, a lot of you may be thinking, okay, what are you on? Like, I'm totally over my ex. I'm totally like, I have, like it's like the 21st century. I should have like these expectations of what I want in a man. I want a guy who's like a certain height. I want him to look a certain way. I want him to be earning a certain amount of money. I want him to have a certain career and have a certain sense of humor and sense of culture, and we have these expectations, and we have these lists of what we want our guy, or a guy who we want to date, to have. And so, like, when we're out going out and about and this guy approaches us, there's probably guys approaching you all the time, but because you have such a selective and high expectation list, these guys aren't even coming up on your radar. You're not even processing them as potential people to date. And like, me, I'm all about setting high expectations of yourself, of life, and obviously of attracting a good quality partner into your life. But I just think that a lot of women today have unrealistic expectations of what their partner should be like. And the expectations are also just very based on materialistic, kind of superficial things that really don't matter when it comes to dating someone and getting to know them, and then obviously having a relationship with them. And so, for example, like, a lot of women today have in their list, like, I want him to be 6 foot tall, have blue eyes, I want him to be an accountant. Not an accountant. Okay, we'll just pick an accountant, and be a certain ethnic background, and have a really great family, and like, do all these, drive a Porsche or whatever. And women today are like, we fully deserve a guy like that. And well, yeah, you deserve a great guy, absolutely. But what I think is just that I think in terms of our expectations and our list, we really need to make them more realistic. And I'm not saying to lower your expectations. I'm just saying to get back down to reality, because we're looking for this like perfect guy who's just, everything on our list. But we're not exactly perfect either. So can you imagine if a guy has a list and, about all the things that you are, but you don't exactly match up to that either? Then neither of you are ever going to find each other, because you'd just be like, oh well, he's got all these great qualities, but he doesn't match that thing on my list, and he doesn't match that thing on my list, so no, I'm not going to even go on a date with him or be interested in him. And so in terms of your list, I really think that you need to, instead of having superficial things of like what he should look like and what ethnic background he should have, and like, all those things, what car he should drive, you should really focus on what kind of values you want your next person that you date, or people that you date, or your potential partner to have. So instead of like, how should he look, it's kind of like, well, what does he believe in? What does he value? I mean, is he loyal? Is he generous? Is he funny? Is he intelligent? Is he ambitious? Is he passionate? Because at the end of the day, it's those values that are going to keep that relationship together. Because just think about it, you could have an amazing physical relationship with someone, and he could be hot, and you guys have amazing chemistry and amazing passion, but at the end of the day, if you don't have the same values and the same, and you're not looking in the same direction when it comes to life and what you want out of it, then no matter how much chemistry you have with that person, no matter how hot they are, no matter what car they drive, any of that stuff, none of it matters, because at the end of the day, it's never going to work out. So with that said, I've got 15 seconds left, but I just wanted to say that you really need to kind of reflect on your expectations and kind of look more on deeper levels rather than looking at kind of superficial things that really at the end of the day won't matter. So that's it. That's the little tip for today, and hopefully you guys enjoyed, and let me know what you think. Bye.